Good morning. My name is Len Foy, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself, and I'd also like to tell you a little bit about our office and the services that we provide. I was admitted to practice law in California in 1995, and I've been practicing law continuously since then, so I guess that puts me at somewhere in the range of, well, I don't know, 25, 26 years. I'm admitted to practice in many states, including New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maine, Vermont, Connecticut, and of course the state of California where I started practicing. So I'd like to talk about my background and my experience as an attorney, because I think not only is it important for my clients to know about my background, but also I think it's relevant to the way I practice law today. I began as a law clerk with the firm of Diepenbrock, Wolf, Plant and Hannigan, which was a big, massive law firm in Northern California. We were located in Sacramento, California, in the capital of that state for very specific reasons. Not only did we work with the best clients in the state, but we also had many attorneys in our office that did lobbying and who worked with political figures in the state of California. My first year, I clerked for a couple of judges in Dorchester, Massachusetts, which was a great experience working as a clerk to two esteemed jurists in Dorchester, Mass, and I loved it, and that was a great first year clerkship. You want to do well enough as a law clerk so that you are invited back as an associate when you graduate from law school, and that's exactly what happened to me. I distinguished myself as a law clerk with this firm, and I became an attorney the following year. Why do I tell this story? What's the relevance of this to your real estate closing in Warwick, Rhode Island, or Concord, New Hampshire, or Pembroke, Massachusetts? The relevance is that I did come of age and I did become an attorney under the old model, where fresh, inexperienced associates were trained by more senior associates. And those associates were supervised by partners, and those partners were supervised by senior partners. And it was an organism, it's an ecosystem that basically puts the emphasis on quality work, of course, quality representation of the client, which is a must, but also attorneys that are being groomed and developed and cultivated and taught how to go from being basically an attorney in name only to a good attorney, and finally, hopefully with a little luck, a great attorney. And attorneys didn't move around as much back then, so there was a sense that we're going to invest in this attorney, and this attorney is going to stay on for the long haul. We're going to throw money at that lawyer. Eventually, we're going to elevate them to senior associate. Then they're going to become a partner of the firm and they can buy in. Again, why all this history and background of the American law firm of the early to mid 1990s? Because I received training, strenuous training, tireless training in every single aspect of the practice of law. How to make a phone call, how to write a letter, how to go to court, how to do a trial, how to argue a motion, how to talk to a client, how to talk to opposing counsel, how to talk to the judge, how to talk to a senior partner, how to talk to your paralegal, how to talk or speak to the people that are in the typing pool. And we had a typing pool back then, but that's another story. So when a client asks me to write a letter on their behalf, I know how to write it. When a client asks me to draw up an agreement, I know how to do it. When I have another attorney on line one and they're absolutely irate and apoplectic, if that's the word I'm looking for here, I know how to get on that call and hold up my end of that phone call in a way that's professional and I don't embarrass myself or my client. And sometimes, I guess, you only learn who has this and who doesn't have this kind of training through contrast. I can tell you that the deterioration of the American law firm model is a great disappointment to me, not only because it worked and clients benefited and lawyers benefited and the public benefited. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? The clients are happy, the lawyers are happy, the public's happy, justice is being done on some level and in some way. But the greatness of that model was that attorneys received training so that you often knew that what you were getting in terms of working with an associate, being supervised by a senior associate, being supervised by a partner, being supervised by a senior partner. And it was a collaborative practice. We had 100 lawyers in the firm, maybe more. Everybody bouncing ideas off each other. I'm stumped, I don't know what to do. Is this the right thing? Is that the right thing? So a collaborative model. Let's fast forward to 2021. What's the modern law firm model? Yes, of course, we still have big law firms with senior partners and associates and career tracks and money and bonuses and billable hours. But oftentimes what you find is that attorneys are hanging the shingle. And what does that mean when an attorney hangs the shingle? That means that the attorney goes to law school, graduates from law school, takes the bar, God willing passes the bar, and then they basically rent office space and they start practicing law and representing clients. It's a wonderful thing, and it's a great way to become experienced. And that's the way Abe Lincoln did it, and Clarence Darrow and a lot of other attorneys. So I'm certainly not being dismissive of it. But it sometimes results in an attorney that has not been trained or taught how to do, they know real estate, they know torts, they know contracts, they know constitutional law. Nobody could question their knowledge. The question is, do they know how to represent a client? That's the question. And they don't teach that in law school, and they don't test for that on the bar exam. And it's not the kind of thing that you can do a YouTube video on or read a paperback book on. You learn how to represent a client because somebody takes the time to teach you. Somebody that has a vested financial interest in you learning how to do it and do it well.